So Google just made one announcement that can create Google as superpower over the whole world because of this quantum computing thing. Now you might thinking, what is this quantum computing thing? We will talk about it here in this vlog.
Wolf of Dubai.
Okay, so first of all, I need to make sure that you subscribe to this channel and thumb up this video to make this video a full success here on YouTube. And I'm vlogging every single day about stocks, business, and if you like this content, that I appreciating that you jumping on the train of the subscribers. And today we are talking about Google because Google just announced recently, the last couple of days, that they announced or had a brief breakthrough with their quantum computing division. So there is a partnership between NASA and Google where they both invested and experimented with a quantum computer. Now, to understand all this, we need to go a little bit back and think about what happened. Yeah. So around the World War II, there was the first real computer invented, which was, a huge machine that basically was a better calculator. With time, it developed to the main thing that brought our civilization to a whole new level with the internet, calculating different things, simulations, and so on and so forth. So the next level is actually quantum computing, where the computers get so fast because they are using a totally different let's say calculating method. A normal computer thinks and calculate in ones and zeros, and he can say, for example, 11100 111000. So all what he's thinking and calculating happens in a combination of numbers that cannot be changed. Now the quantum computer, through its supremacy, can actually think or calculate and use 1 and 0 at the same time. So a combination can be much more complicated, and also the computer is much more complicated and need to be cooled down. The chip need to be cooled down, and and the problem was actually also that you can give them a problem to solve to the quantum computer, but you don't have the power to know if the quantum computer's answer or solution to this problem is actually right. So they are created a couple of experiments where they actually gave the quantum computers some problems to solve, and they monitored it with computers, and then at one point they had so much data that they think what the quantum computer did afterwards, that this must be right. So this is how they developed, and actually they give him a problem which he solved in about under 4 minutes, and they claimed that this computer, the biggest supercomputer on earth, would need 10,000 years for the same problem. So you can see how much better this computer is and how much of an development and milestone this is for us as a civilization. And after that, IBM, one of the most companies that are working into supercomputers, are saying that it's actually the problem that the computer solved could be solved with our supercomputer in around a couple of days or weeks, but still it's much more than 4 minutes. Now I hope you get a rough understanding of this and how this is really going forward. Now let's talk about the conclusion of this and what this means for Google and for their future. So what this actually means is ridiculous. You can until now it can be maybe unimaginable, but this computer will be so strong in calculation and simulation that, you know, the users can ask this computer some questions that are out of any reach for normal computers. So let's say they can ask him, what is the best cure for cancer? And then he can run thousands and millions of chemical and biological simulations and actually come to a solution within minutes or even within months after a lot of calculation and computer power. And there is the golden grail for Google, obviously, because this can be done for, you know, space travel. You know, there's physics that can be developed. There can be super materials that can be developed with this computer. Medications, you know, there's different engineering and so on. There's the opportunity is huge. And of course, if we can imagine at one point in, let's say, 10-20 years, then this can be very, very implemented maybe already into other facilities for research, and then, you know, the civilization is, you know, much more stronger with this kind of power. But obviously this can be also very, very dangerous with AI coming up, you know. So I'm very, very curious how this will play up the next couple of years. But Google will definitely have a leap with this kind of machine. And I believe that maybe it would be time in the next couple of months to pick up some Google stocks, because if this goes further and, you know, it will be further developed, then I believe that this can be super strong for Google, for their portfolio, you know, to have such an incredible machine to solve the biggest and hardest problems in the world. Because as we know, every company solves a problem, and as bigger the problems, as more money this company can be worth. And this can be the shot for Google to be the $100 trillion company, maybe, you know, we don't know. So stay tuned, make sure to subscribe and thumb up this video. Thank you for watching. Let me know which questions you have in the comments, and see you tomorrow, because I'm vlogging every single day.